What positives did you see this weekend despite the 2 losses?
I actually thought the match against Pitt was one of the better matches that we've played as a whole. Our hitting percentage was better than it had been a little bit. And I think we showed a lot more consistency. We really didn't give up any big runs. And then we had some people kind of come in different roles that we hadn't used them in before. Carly had a great match on Sunday. It was really the first time that she's seen action in a while, and she came right in and did her job and was a positive for us. And I think we had Jill play libero a little bit on Sunday, and that was a good thing for us to stabilize the serve receive a little bit. That let us be a little bit more in system. And it kind of freed us up a little bit to run more of our offense, which I think is why we were at a little bit of a higher clip on Sunday in particular.
Can you talk a little bit about Jewel Strawberry? She had a pretty good weekend, and talk a little bit about what she brings to the team.
Yeah, she's a spark for us usually off the bench. So she comes in, she competes well, she has a good quick arm, and she's able to create points for us out there pretty quickly. The thing with Jewel is, and we've talked to her about this, it's being able to sustain that. So she comes in, she's real hot for a little bit, and then can we continue to sustain that, I mean, for a couple sets and for a match, and that's something that we're continuing to work on with her. But she came in both matches. She provided a spark that we needed. I think she had 14 kills against Pitt, which was a good deal for her to come in and be able to make that contribution, and it shows growth on her part. And I know people like playing with her, so that's a good thing.
And then you're back at home this weekend. Can you talk a little bit about that and what you're expecting from FSU and Miami? Yeah,
so Florida State and Miami are both sitting at 5-1, tied for third in the conference, and they're both very good. I mean, traditionally, Florida State is obviously a pretty big powerhouse in volleyball. I mean, they've been to the tournament several times, and they know what it takes to get there and compete. They've got some really good athletes. Miami was there last year, and they're kind of building on that, and they're off to a hot start again. So it's nice to be home after being on the road for a couple of weeks. Nice to be back in power, and we're excited to kind of get some normalcy back. We're home for 2 weeks in a row now. So after being out on the road for 2 weeks, gives us a chance to get a little bit more practice time in, gives us a chance to focus on some things a little bit more in particular, since we're not here for 2 days, then back on the road, here for 2 days and back on the road. So hopefully we'll get some growth out of this week and be able to play 2 clean matches this weekend.